Living the Samurai Way. A glimpse into feudal Japan's lifestyle. Enter feudal 16th century Japan, a turbulent period known as Sengoku, where the land is gripped by endless battles. In this ruthless struggle, clans fight relentlessly for complete control of the country. The samurai play a crucial role as military leaders and fearless warriors amidst this chaos. They stand firm in every conflict, facing the heat of battle with honor and bravery, fighting until they meet an honorable end. What mysteries and remarkable deeds lie beneath the surface of these legendary warriors? Join us as we journey through history to uncover them. Before delving into the lives of the samurais, it's crucial to put the Sengoku period into brief context, a period which bestowed great significance upon these legendary warriors. By the late 16th century, Japan stood on the brink of an impending civil war. At that time, the Ashikaga shogunate ruled, the second feudal military regime established by the shoguns of the Ashikaga clan around the year 1336. However, following the collapse of this central power in 1573, after a series of civil wars and military conflicts, the central authority fragmented, splitting into numerous feudal states ruled by warlords. It's for these reasons that the Sengoku period literally means states in war. With no central power to rule over all, feudal lords and the military, or warrior caste, sought absolute control of the territory. This fueled wars amongst different clans and factions from all corners of the Japanese nation. Some of the most prominent and influential clans in that period include the Takeda clan, the Osugi clan, the Oda clan, the Tokugawa clan, the Hojo clan, and the Mori clan, amongst others. These clans had powerful leaders and significant territories, making them key players in the struggles for power and control in Japan. Now then, how important was the role of the samurais in the Sengoku period? Well, they were the main protagonists of this story, because the generals were also samurais, and not only the foot soldiers were considered as such. These warriors in the feudal era fulfilled multiple roles, rising to become leaders of a faction as well as top military strategists. They led troops, made decisions on the battlefields, and held strong political influence in the territories. Although they were samurais, in some cases the highest hierarchies of the entire territory, the title of supreme ruler belonged to the feudal lords, those who were the landowners. We could directly compare them to barons or knights, who were responsible for governing vast lands with one or several villages. Before the fall of the central government, these feudal lords, in addition to being the law in their own lands, had to explain themselves to the central government, which held dominant power. With no order in place, it was the military caste that, by force, began to dominate those lands. Considering the tumultuous circumstances experienced by Japanese society during the feudal era, specifically in the Sengoku period, it becomes clear that the samurais were a valuable asset for safeguarding vast and fertile lands. One fascinating aspect of these times, in addition to the political conflicts and the intriguing Japanese historical process, are the habits of these ancient warriors. If we want to see how they fought, spoke, and trained, an excellent example can be found in the films of Akira Kurosawa, the Japanese film director, who created works like Yojimbo. This movie is set in these turbulent times, when clans fought each other for control over the natural resources of the area. Here, the samurai, with military strategic skills, swordsmanship, and the cunning to rise to power, manages to pit these two enemy factions against each other for his own benefit. In the West, largely because of the First and Second World Wars, there is currently a mindset that soldiers are simply individuals meant to kill or be killed, and everything depended on their rifle and pistol, with a brief training period before heading to the battlefield. This resulted in European and American soldiers in the 20th century being primarily trained for shooting, with the acquisition of great skill taking a back seat, as they were essentially cannon fodder. Rarely did these soldiers return home mentally unscathed and without post-traumatic stress. Samurais were something entirely different, as they trained practically from childhood in both the physical and the mental. They were taught to be upright individuals at all times, capable of defending their territory from enemies. Here we see a clear differentiation in the mentality of the military and the ruling power of the time. Asians believed that if they obtained protection from the military caste, the power, meaning the state, should grant them numerous payments and benefits. Samurai warriors engaged in training with many types of weapons, including katanas, bows, spears, and hand-to-hand combat techniques. This was because they wanted to have the right tools to defend themselves in any situation where they might feel vulnerable, ensuring their survival. Furthermore, these training sessions and physical exercises were conducted regularly, allowing them to enhance their skills and techniques over time, essentially becoming killing machines. Simultaneously, samurais were avid practitioners of meditation, creating a stark contrast and making Japanese culture truly unique worldwide. To practice martial arts, and sometimes using the katana, warriors had to maintain calmness right before an attack, making daily meditation a great aid to staying composed and consequently less stressed. Undoubtedly, a civilization quite advanced for its time. Additionally, samurais had ample time for reflection, leading them to delve into the study of philosophy, literature, and other arts. After all, unlike us, they had to find ways to entertain themselves without the existence of smartphones. Not being the head of power, some samurais were merely accountable to a feudal lord, acting as their bodyguards, defending them to the death from any enemy attack. They were also military strategists and made political decisions. Throughout, they were highly efficient in their tasks. In such challenging times, who wouldn't want a samurai as an ally in the face of danger? That was what most feudal lords had in mind when feuding over territories, leading to the hiring of, at times, armies of samurais, making them a large-scale military force, an effective organic plan to diminish central powers and gain more autonomy over native land. Now, how were they paid? Despite the countless hours of training and subsequent repeated meditations, and even though the samurai felt in harmony with their inner selves, they still wanted a reward for their work. They were compensated in various ways, in addition to the conventional cash payment. Regarding the services offered, sometimes high-ranking samurais became landowners. Furthermore, if a samurai derived benefits from these lands through agriculture and the establishment of a small monopoly, this samurai would be highly respected in their community, being the sole supplier in the area. Some others, in addition to serving as samurais, took on administrative tasks, providing bureaucratic services and earning extra income. In addition to all this, if, both on the battlefield and in their duty of protecting their feudal lord, the samurais demonstrated skill, effectiveness, and ability, they were further rewarded with salary increases, honorary titles, and special gifts. This social organization bears little resemblance to the European model, as Asian kingdoms were complex and specifically adapted to their nation. In this context, we only refer to the successful samurai class, but there were also lower-class samurais because of the great instability of the Sengoku period. Those who were far from the influence of feudal lords were confronted by a dark and uncertain future. The fate of these samurais was either to face death or become a ronin. Ronin were samurais who abandoned their duties to become free individuals, without a master or lord to support them. They might, for instance, have legal issues, engaging in illegal activities that harmed their position as protectors of the feudal lord. These ronin could be hired as assassins, among other undesirable and dishonorable tasks. Not all ronin became wrongdoers, as some sought redemption and to regain their honor by performing heroic tasks. In fact, ronin are so interesting as part of Japanese culture that we could dedicate an entire video to them. Would you like to see that? Undoubtedly, there is much to admire about the samurais and the Japanese population in general at the time, not only in Asia, but across the world. The discipline, unwavering moral values, intelligence, and honor of the samurais are reflected in modern Japan, a country that has overcome one of the greatest human catastrophes to become a technological powerhouse and possess one of the most disciplined and scholarly societies today. Japan serves as a paradigm for other nations. Its ascent to Western civilization did not commence until the 19th century, with the opening to Western trade. Yet its progress was built on an enduring self-driven effort that continues to shape its present. Were you aware of these facts about the samurais? Would you like to see more videos about Japanese historic culture? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more similar content. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that YouTube tells you when we upload a new video. We upload videos every week, so don't miss out. You won't regret it.